3, 2, 1, click. This is Date With Us, a dating sim podcast where two lover girls, me, Kanisha,
and me, Claire,
date, mate, and rate cyber sweeties because every gamer needs a little love in their saves.
We're inviting you to join us for our digital debriefs about our pixelized paramours. Whether they're in visual novels, roguelites, or funky indie darlings, we'll dish on who we're romancing and if our choices really mattered.
It doesn't matter if you're here to get love, lust, or just the bus.
You'll get to know at least one worthwhile person. Yourself.
So, light some candles,
Partake in a vice of your choosing,
and we'll give you the lowdown on the games to download.
Hold open. What could that be? What could that mean to me personally? Well, we're halfway through season 2 already, believe it or not. This is like roughly our halfway mark. We're reaching the peak. Is it too much to say the word peak on a dating sim show? Is that like
the summit? So. Yeah, the summit, the climax, maybe.
Whoa.
I did not climax once during this game.
I see.
Neither did I.
Neither did I.
Which we'll get there as well. Anyway, let's just immediately start with introducing our guest. And then, actually, no, the first thing I need to do, because we keep forgetting to do this, if you've been listening to the show, and if you have been enjoying the show, I am here to humbly ask you to rate and or review our show.
Please.
We forget to call for these in the episodes, and we're trying to do it more now in season 2. So if you've had a good time with us so far, find us on datewith.us, which is very exciting that we have a website called datewith.us, and rate and review the show wherever you're listening. Now, anyway, what you're really here for, Frankie.
That's me.
So I am once again going to just read the guest bio. I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Frankie. Hailing from New York City, Frankie packed their bags and moved away to pursue a PhD in creative writing at Ulster University in Northern Ireland.
Woo!
They specialize in fantasy prose, but enjoy dabbling in poetry when they find the right subject. You can find them breaking down and analyzing video game narrative every Thursday on their podcast, Reignite, found where fine podcasts are sold. And they also foster cats and hobbies as needed.
Slight edit to that. It's every other Thursday. That's not on you. That's on me.
Every other Thursday. Every other Thursday. With friend of the show, Matt, a.k.a. Stormageddon.
Yay.
Yep. Like I said, I've known Matt for most of my life at this point. We met when I was 20 and Matt was 25.
That's so
Wild.
cute.
Yeah, we dated.
We've heard.
We did hear.
I love gossip. So it's like, let me just.
We really, the Date Everything episode really said, we're all best friends now. Give us the lore.
Fantastic. Hopefully Matt said nice
Incredible.
things about me.
Only nice things,
Of
truly.
course.
Good. So now I can tell you all the terrible things about Matt.
We're here to hear everything.
Oh, that's not true. There's nothing terrible about Matt, except that Matt doesn't take notes.
And Reignite is a Mass Effect podcast?
Currently Dragon Age, actually. Overall, it is a BioWare retrospective. It's kind of like a book club, but about a video game. And we go mission by mission or quest by quest instead of chapter by chapter.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
It's also a self-introspective for us, because a huge part of Mass Effect for Matt and I is it was something that bonded us together when we were dating. It's also something that we were both really passionate about. And when we started playing for the podcast, it was important to me that we talked about who we were then versus who we are now. Have we changed? What became of those people that first played this game? And we're always changing, we're always evolving. And the decisions that we made then, we might not make now.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we were capping off the original trilogy, and when I was doing my playthrough, I sat with the final decision for 2 hours, unsure what to do, and just crying on my couch because the point was putting ourselves in the character's shoes. And what would we do if we were given this choice? And I'm just crying on the couch, being like, but if I can't have a future with John, then what's the point? Because my spouse is named John. I was like,
Oh, no.
I'm just crying. And John's like dead asleep. Like, no idea I'm having this crisis.
Well, what are your experiences with dating sims? We'd like to hear a little bit about like either favorite ones or the lore.
I love romance, in general. I'm very into the book industry. I almost said that I was big in the book industry, which is absolutely not true. I'm like microscopic in the book industry. But I am very interested in it, and I love reading new books, and fantasy, romance, romantasy, as we are now calling it, young adult romance and fantasy, all those are my first loves. So getting into dating sims, is it weird to say that Mass Effect is probably my favorite dating sim?
No, not at all.
We are now... Kanisha updates every outline with how many times it's mentioned that I've never played Mass Effect.
Aww.
And I need to play Mass Effect. And so...
We're up to 6. I put it in there already.
Oh, all right. Well, and yes, to answer that, Mass Effect is absolutely a dating sim. It has been multiple people's favorite dating sim.
Or at least first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second on my list would be a visual novel called Our Life, which is about growing up across the street from a boy named Cove. You're both the same age, 8 years old when it starts. And there's 3 chapters, 8 years old, 13 years old, and 18 years old.
Aww.
So
I think I've seen this on Steam. It looks so cute.
Yeah.
It's very cute. The base game is free. There's DLC that you can pay for if you want, but it doesn't change anything really.
Okay.
Which true DLC should be. Like, it gives you a bonus experience, but it doesn't, like, it's not necessary for you to enjoy the full game.
Exactly.
Right? But yeah, Our Life is really, really sweet, and it is geared as a dating sim.
Yay.
So, highly recommend if you want an adorable story about growing up across the street with someone who could be your best friend or the love of your life.
I definitely do. So,
or just a kid that you have to see every now and then. If that's how you want to play it. If either of you play it, I very much would like to know your opinions on Cove's dad.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll provide
it's going
updates
on the list for sure.
It's very cute.
It's wild actually how well Our Life then leads into our New York Times question of the week as we continue to fall in love both with each other and with our guests.
Aww.
Gang, if we could change anything about the way we were raised, what would it be?
Everything.
Gas.
Fair.
End sentence.
Fair enough. There's like so much that to have had a like quote unquote like traditional upbringing or whatever. A, what even is that? B, I don't think I want that. Like I was raised by a single mom and I'm very close to her and she's like awesome as hell. Shout out Tammy, who I don't think listens to the show because she knows we talk about crass stuff.
Love you, Tammy.
But we love you, Tammy. Yeah, I think I wish I grew up in a less conservative area, but even that, like, you know, I liked fighting with people, so I was fine to argue in class and stuff, you know? Like, this is how you get confrontational, comfortable with conflict Claire. You gotta put her in a room where she can fight people all through high school.
Valid. To answer this question, I feel like I could have done with less racism.
Valid.
You know?
Extremely valid.
Just slightly less could have been okay. But otherwise, no, I'm a very lucky girl.
Slightly.
Just slightly, you know?
Like, just a touch.
I won't shoot for the moon.
God's strongest soldier,
Let's keep our
Kanisha.
expectations realistic.
But yeah, I really appreciate my childhood. I mean, there's not a lot of things. My parents are really sweet people. They really wanted to be parents. They have views that don't align with mine, which is okay. And they had to learn about like mental health a bit late, which is also fine. But in terms of like things I did, like I I went to public school, so much fun. I had a neighbor boy that I hung out with my little brother every day, and we'd like run around outside barefoot on asphalt. And I lived in Alabama, and there are things about living in Alabama that are tough, but it was just so beautiful. And like we would go like find arrowheads in the woods and like go hike and just do, I don't know. I'm a really, really lucky girl. So there's not a whole bunch I would change.
I'm honestly envious of both of you. I was raised by two people who definitely were not prepared to have a kid when they did. My dad has passed. My dad died in 2016. We are aware that he sucks, so nobody has to feel bad about it.
R.I.P. I guess.
One of the first
Sorrows.
the first public toilet in that specific cemetery.
Oh. We love a comedian.
Yeah.
At 8.
My uncle, who
that was good. That was great. Sorry. Continue.
my uncle, who is like the family genealogist, posted an updated family tree a couple of years after my dad died, and there was a new leaf on my tree that had not been there before. A new leaf on my branch, and it said Anthony, 1993. Like there was a question mark.
Not the question mark.
And I commented being like, "Oomst." So I messaged my mom. I'm like, "You want to tell me something?" Mom leaves me on red for a week. And then it was Mother's Day. And I was like, "You can't escape me now.
Gotcha,
You have
bitch.
to be in a car with me."
Your mom's not a bitch.
How many times Mother's Day, Mom? How many times?
So I pick her up and we're in the car and we're like going over a bridge. And I'm like, perfect time. She can't jump out of the car. So I say, like, "So, who's Anthony?" And my mom, like, kind of looks around, assesses her options, and she's like, "That's not even his name." So then my mom tells me everything, etc., etc. She even, like, had a copy of his birth certificate that she let me look at. I was able to do his star charts. I was like, Aries, interesting.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. If you care about star charts, my dad, Aries, mom, Sagittarius, me, Sagittarius, brother, Aries.
That's so much fire.
That's
That's
much.
hot. Sweltering.
It's so much.
Is Sagittarius also fire?
Yes.
Okay. Kanisha is resident astrologist. I
Sorry.
am holding on for dear
That's
life
totally
as a
fair.
Capricorn.
Totally fair. And when we got back to the house, she showed me a picture. I was like, "Are you telling me that this is not me? I thought this was me.
Wow.
A whole life I thought this picture was me. It was not. It was my brother."
It was in front of you the whole time?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I joined a Facebook group of like of people looking for adopted siblings. And I was like, "Hey, here's all the information that I have. You guys go do it." And then people found him and gave me his information. And he replied like that day saying like, "You changed your name." Like he was frustrated that my name was different because he was looking under my
he was
government
digging
name.
for you. Yeah.
He was looking under my government name and by our mom's maiden name. So he had been looking, and the adoption agency that my mom used had lost the file, so he had no way to get in touch.
Oh my gosh.
So he and I are now
that's
friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My brother's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I wish that my dad had been less awful and less like emotionally manipulative. And that I got to grow up with my brother. But then again, maybe we wouldn't be friends like we are now. Who knows?
Yeah.
Absolutely, who knows?
Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And
I
Kanisha,
was riveted also.
It was riveting.
hilariously, are either of you fans of any McElroy products?
McElroy.
A little bit.
Like the Adventure
The
Zone?
McElroy brothers.
Not ringing bells.
I've
for me,
listened
but
to
go.
Okay.
a season and a half of Adventure Zone. It's been a really long time.
Okay.
And then I listened to a little bit of Mabim Bam. And then, funnily enough, Travis McElroy and I follow each other on Twitch.
Wow.
That's fun.
And he's like rated into me a couple times. And I'm like, this is insane.
That's funny. In their early years of the Adventure Zone, they did a storyline they call Balance, and there's a character named Taco, who is a wizard, who is also gay, and
we love you, gay wizard.
Spoilers for the Adventure Zone, skip ahead like 30 seconds. Taco finds out that he has a twin sister that his memory of has been erased. And I had listened to Balance before I ever knew about my brother. And I was obsessed with Taco and Loop. Like, obsessed. I wrote a song about Taco and his feelings about, like, his sister that he couldn't remember. And, like, later I found out about Nick. I was like, huh, interesting. My feelings about Taco make a lot of sense now.
Yeah, some things stay locked in there, even when...
Yeah. I had a lot of, like, really deep feelings about Taco. I was like, why does Taco make me cry all the time? Now I know.
Wow.
Now I understand.
Games really do uncover so much for all of us.
Yeah. Media in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of games that uncover a lot of things, I guess.
It does have to do with solving mysteries and problems.
Yeah, that's right. Like, it's a puzzle game. What are we talking about today? Today, we're talking about Puzzle Makeout League. Puzzle Makeout League was released on October 30th in 2020. It was developed by Rude Ghost and published by SkyMap Games. It is $14.99, available on PC, on things like Steam and itch, etc., and on Nintendo Switch. Most importantly, I did want to take a moment and thank Rude Ghost, who directly provided us with the keys for this game. At least Kanisha and I for the keys for this game.
Yeah, I already bought it. I bought it years ago.
Full disclosure. And I would love, actually, Frankie, to hand it over to you to either choose a game description to read or to, like, set the scene for us a little bit of what's going on in Puzzle Makeout League.
Absolutely. This game was actually recommended to me by a friend of my podcast, maybe soon a friend of yours, Jeff Moonen, who co-hosts with Matt Storm on their Fun and Games podcast. I believe Jeff recommended this to me because, again, I love dating sims. I love puzzles. One of the things about me growing up is that I have to ask myself the question, am I autistic or was I raised by autistic people? Because we had family puzzle time every week where we had to like gather around my dad and solve puzzles in the newspaper together.
Wow.
And I do like logic puzzles for fun. I wake up every morning and I do a logic puzzle. So this very much my jam. To read the description here, you are Pixel Girl, a superhero with the power of pixel puzzle solving. Say that 3 times fast. Turn your problems into nonograms and solve them to save the day. Join the Puzzle League and date up to 4 of your fellow puzzle-themed superheroes before the villain third wheels you with his doomsday plot. Nonograms, if you're not familiar, they are the puzzles that you solve. You have number clues lining the X and Y axis of a grid, and using those clues, you figure out which boxes you have to fill in to create a pixel picture, hence pixel puzzle. So yeah, very cute game.
It took me a while to figure out that this is what Picross is.
Yes,
I've never played a Picross game before. And so
I've never heard
like,
Gridler.
What is this? I was doing some research on like what these are and sort of what the situation is. And it's like Picross, Gridler, I saw Japanese crossword, logic puzzle, and obviously nonograms being like the sort of actual name for these things.
Yeah.
Oh, and the content warning is very light. I would say very light content warning. Suggestive themes, mild provocative references or materials.
There is talk of a relationship being consummated.
Ew.
Yeah, so crass.
By which he meant kissing. He just said the worst word possible.
Yeah. How did everybody play? I played on the Steam Deck.
I also played on the Steam Deck.
I played on my computer through Steam. I don't have a Steam Deck. I'm not cool.
You don't need to have a Steam Deck to be cool.
At all.
I don't know. I feel like all the cool kids have a Steam Deck.
It's more that we want to be on the couch.
Yeah. I just like being in my bed.
I also mostly played while sitting in my bed, though.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mechanics wise, that's really the big things there are pixel puzzles that you're solving, and
then it's a visual novel. Yeah.
And it's a visual novel, and you use controls pretty straightforwardly.
Yeah, I feel like I would have enjoyed it more on the Switch or the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Or just with my mouse, because I use my touchpad. And very
That's
often
rough.
I would go to mark something as an X, and it would be like, did you mean to mark this with a square? Because you're wrong. You're incorrect. I was like, that is
And it yells at you.
not what I meant.
It does
Yeah.
yell at you.
I play on baby settings. I'm like, I don't want a timer. I do not want limits to being wrong. Like, I just want to get through this.
Yes. Okay. I already feel less bad because I did play the first, like, I did a whole run with the timer on, and it made me so angry. Like, I was like, I think I hate this. And like, no shade to anybody. The game is well made. It runs, it works, all this stuff. And I was like, maybe I just hate Picross. And then it was like, okay, actually, if I turn off the timer and I turn on the thing that will autofill in the X's when I've filled in a row, life gets a lot easier. And then I was like, okay, I can make it through this game now.
I think that games that have timed elements should allow you to turn a timer off.
Yes.
Because the timer...
necessary accessibility feature.
Yes, it causes a lot of anxiety, and if you're anxious, you're not enjoying the game, and isn't the point of the game to enjoy it.
Yes. Especially for the ones that are bigger puzzles where it's like, I'm also, like I played
the 15 by 15s.
Some of this game on its own. Yeah. And then some of this game, I was like, okay, I got to keep doing the Picross puzzles. I'm on the couch. Like, I'm sort of half doing one thing, half doing the Picross puzzle. And the amount of times I just ran out of time because I was like answering an email and then picking it back up. And I was like, why did I do that?
Yeah. I think that this is also a difficult game to like try and just do all at once.
Yes. It's a really nice slow play.
Yeah.
Where if you pick it up and you play a couple, or you pick it up and you play through like one scene, because it's almost built like old school, like, is it Mario World? Or like the ones where you like go through the little map to get to a new level.
Mm-hmm.
It's built like that. And then you have different maps to be able to go into as you're going through the story as Pixel Girl. So it's like, I found it, I did not find it enjoyable when I was trying to binge parts of this game. I was like, I need to do just like one or two scenes and then pick it back up, like put it down and pick it back up. I'm not a big puzzle game person, like confession. I either am like, let me do puzzles or let me do narrative. I get like really stressed when I'm trying to balance them. And I think it's because I'm like, do I need to lock into this game or is this more of like a passive experience? I was like, I'm trying to lock in and I'm trying to be passive, which was just, I think, indecision on my part, really. But yeah, world lore plot.
You mean the world of City Town Hallopolis?
Yes. Yes. It's so like the whole game it's got bright colors and like not comic book design, but it has that like feeling of like you are in a very fictionalized place. And each of the heroes is their superpower is related to a type of puzzle, and they struggle with how to be the best group of heroes they can be when their superpowers are simply puzzles.
Yeah, like how do you leverage that into helping people?
Yeah. Which is such a real life question of like, I have a very specific set of skills and I am not sure how to actually be helpful in this situation. Like, there is a villain. He is named the villain.
Or Virgil in your head, if you'd like.
Or Virgil.
Oh, or Virgil? Okay.
That's the part that you guys didn't get to.
See, and okay, actually, Frankie, you're gonna spoil this game for us live when we get to spoilers. No, I want this. I want this badly because like so setting the stakes, you are trying to figure this out. There is a villain. You are like, someone else, I've talked enough. Somebody else take us through some of this game here and our romance options.
Kanisha, would you like
I think
to?
we gotta meet our romance options in order for us to be able to like get into the plot a little bit here, I think.
Sure. All right. So we are Pixel Girl, as we've gone over, and we're part of the Puzzle League, which is a band of superheroes and also our romanceable characters, or the majority of them. We have
all of them.
Or all of them. Whoops. We have...
Wait, I need to know who you did not think was romanceable.
I thought Villain was romanceable, but they are not.
Villain is not.
That's very
Tragic.
disappointing because I actually like played with the intention to romance villain. So we'll move
I
forward.
now know everything I need to know about Kanisha.
It is devastating that you can't romance the villain. It
I'm
really is.
actually so upset.
I'm right here with you, man.
There is a reason why, and I'll explain kind of when we get to spoilers. We're going to be
Secret
relying
siblings.
entirely on my memory, which will... Sorry.
We got it. This is going to be great.
Okay, well, I'll redo that. Yes. So you are Pixel Girl, and you are a team member of the 5-person team Puzzle League, which is a superhero puzzle-solving band of quasi-vigilantes who are tasked with protecting City Hallopolis. And it consists of Piscia?
Pisha?
I say pizza is what I say.
I like pizza
but-
too. Okay, let's go with pizza.
But whatever y'all want.
There's Pizza, who looks like a literal little puzzle piece. There is Crossword, who speaks in crosswords. There is Sudoku, who likes MMORPGs and is hard to woo.
Sudoku's my girl.
Yeah, Tsundere vibes. There's Chess, who is just like very type A, and it's just like, let's do it. The kind of de facto leader. And that's everyone because the other person is you. And so your mystery is to, I think you get kidnapped by villain. Is where we start, and the Puzzle League comes to help you out, and villain says a lot of very confusing stuff to you about like you're the one out, and it rattles you. But you go to like solve the mystery of like what villain is trying to do in their plot. As you do that, you kind of go on different missions with your 4 romanceable characters. And as you solve puzzles, you grow closer together. Eventually, you go into a maze and the team's with you. And then you accidentally lead to the destruction of City Hallopolis with all these giant objects flying down on the city, kind of like meteor style if you were a dinosaur, or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball style if you're a child like me. So,
or like My Hero. I kept thinking of My Hero Academia, the one person whose superpower is make things bigger.
Really?
And they just like make it bigger and then you gotta watch it. We gotta discuss at some point, but neither here nor there. There is one very specific quirk that does that, and all I could think about was like, wow, villains just like that one hero.
Oh my gosh. But yes, that is kind of what happens, and you are on this path puzzling to love and to saving the world.
I would love to go through these romanceable options, see what everybody did, and maybe also have Frankie spoil for us any runs that we didn't do.
I will try to remember.
Or at least any highlights, any big themes or anything.
I want to start with a question. Frankie,
yes.
On your first playthrough of this game, if you can remember, who was like the first ending you got?
I want to say it was probably Sudoku.
Whoa. Yeah. I think really Sudoku. Wanted to get Sudoku too.
It's either Sudoku or chess, but I think it was Sudoku.
I did chess.
I got crossword. So we started in different places. That's
okay.
Good.
All right.
I'm just going to say this right now to get it out of the way. Peach is my least favorite.
Whoa.
Yeah. Worst in my opinion.
I kind of love her like chaotic alien energy.
Yeah.
I'm all about romancing aliens and romancing monsters. I wrote a paper about how monster fucking is gay.
Period. Literally historically. Anyway.
Whoa. I gotta read this paper.
Yeah, send us the paper, please. But
yeah. Matt posted it on the Fun and Games Patreon a while ago.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Great.
I'll link it to you.
Okay. Talk. Let's dive into Pisha so that we can sort of be done with her.
Over with.
Sorry, babe. She is, if you're into pieces of puzzles, she's a hottie. She's a curvaceous and cornered puzzle piece with big lips and anime eyes. Her storyline,
and no
from what
arms.
I can remember, and no arms.
No
only
arms.
legs. No arms, only legs. I'm not going to say
upsetting.
any other jokes at this time. She has no arms, and her primary story is digging a tunnel.
Yeah,
I
pretty
don't
much.
think so.
Yes. Right?
She's
So you're
tunneling
like
all the way
tunneling through.
the
to
tunnel
try
of
to-
love.
There's a robot mech.
Yeah. And she gives you some alien lore about like Puzzle Planet.
Kind of.
Yeah.
A little.
I remember hers the least.
It's an interesting ride from as far as I've gotten in it, but I haven't quite. I'm like moving forward the rest of them kind of in units as I go.
Yeah.
And just to have to go to fewer maps backwards where it's like, this hero isn't ready yet. And I'm like, can you get ready? Get ready to date me, please. Thank you. That's Pisha's story. You're figuring out what's going on with her trying to like have robots and infiltrate and be an alien. Who do we want to start with? Well, who do we want to do next? Is anybody so
I'll
ready?
talk Sudoku.
Please do.
I'll talk Sudoku. Sudoku, as we said, had tsundere vibes. Very like kind of grumpy, kind of like I hate this stupid thing that I'm part of, but also does not mean it. It's just very much like, you guys are all dumb. I don't know why I'm friends with you. But also loves you all very
but comes
dearly.
to everything and is still
Like,
there.
it's just
and,
always
like-
there. Like, perfect, wonderful person. Her whole storyline is getting to know who she is underneath that kind of crunchy exterior. It all starts with, hey, will you walk me home? Because, you know, you're terrified of the villain. And progresses
Classic.
to Sudoku goofing off, by which we mean goes home to play an MMORPG called Safari Sweetheart, I think. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's Safari Sweetheart. And you play as an animal with like a D&D class. She's a tiger tank. And you hang out with her, and Pixel Girl knows nothing about computers, does not have a computer. It's just like, what is this thing that you're doing? And Sudoku has 3 computers and gives you her old laptop, and it like looks fairly new. And you're like, how do you
My
have
girl.
3 computers?
Honestly, used to be my life.
And then Sudoku sets you up with an account, and like you just hang out, and you find out that Sudoku has an online friend who wants to meet up. And Pixel Girl jumps to the conclusion that, like, oh, this is someone you have a crush on. That makes me kind of sad, because, like, I kind of like you, but I want to support you. And, like, kind of pushes Sudoku into meeting up with this friend. And Sudoku's whole story is about, like, meeting this friend and Pixel Girl, like, breaking into like Sudoku's heart, basically. And every time you run into this friend, the friend is like, aw, you guys are adorable. Stop flirting, because we're playing a game. Like, stop flirting and pay attention. And the next part of Sudoku's story is she asks you to, like, jump onto the game because they need a new player to complete some raid that they're doing. And
Who amongst us hasn't joined an MMORPG for a crush? Am I right?
yeah. And I always choose Rogue. There's 3 classes. There's Panda Paladin, there's Rogue Rhino, and I can't remember the third one off the top of my head. But I always choose Rogue because I love playing a Rogue. But Rogue Rhino, you can adjust the horn size, and it's not the horn you would expect.
Whoa!
And Pixel Girl's like, I am deeply upset.
I'm scandalized.
And then you
That's
sign
the
in.
most spicy thing in this game.
It is. And Sudoku's like, we're just gonna turn off messaging so people do not bother you. And Pixel Girl is getting messages being like, ASL, what does that mean? Oh, American Sign Language. Thank you, but I'm not deaf.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
And somebody else asked her,
I'm like, Pixel Girl, please be better.
like,
Right.
Just a
Pixel Girl's
little.
just
Like, just a little
oblivious. Oblivious and naive.
Yeah.
But fast forward, you help with this raid by fishing, and then you have to pay for the premium access pass so you can, like, move through this faster. And when you... yeah, I'm not into MMOs, and this is why.
Yeah.
Valid.
You cannot get
This
me
is
into
what that
them.
feels like.
The entire MMO portion, it's, like, very angular graphics, and it looks very janky. But it's kind of delightful to look at from a gaming perspective. It's very different. And once you complete this thing you're supposed to do, all of the monsters that they're fighting in a different area come to you. So basically the game sets...
You're the bait.
You're the bait.
Whoa.
Oh,
So, and then everybody shows
did
up.
Sudoku do that to you?
No,
Or did you do that to yourself?
you do it to yourself. Like, they
Okay,
didn't know.
great. I was like, did she set you up?
No, they didn't know. And at one point, the friend kicks Sudoku out of the chat. So talk to Pixel Girl privately and to be like, from Sudoku's first friend to her second friend, you know, she really likes you, or like, not explicitly likes you, but like, you know, she talks about you a lot, and if you break her heart, I'm gonna have to come for you. I don't care that you're a superhero. And Pixel Girl's like, oh, I don't know about breaking any hearts. We're friends. Why? Did she say something? And then Sudoku comes back, like, fucking furious. Like, you kicked me off the chat? I'm dying! But then when you accidentally summon all the enemies to you, everybody comes to rescue you. And it's a very cute scene. But then, post City Hallopolis destruction, when you join Sudoku to see if anyone needs to be evacuated, you run into the friend. And the friend helps you figure out ways to find other people in town. And you figure out that Sudoku can control falling objects with her power, because she's sorting things into a grid, and the sidewalk is like a grid. So if she can look at something grid-like and just kind of move laterally in her mind and just make it like a Sudoku puzzle, she can manipulate it. So she shows real power in doing that. So she was able to move things, save someone who was jumping out of a window, moved a soccer ball out of the way, a giant soccer ball out of the way that was going to crush Pixel Girl, and then collapse because she was using her powers so much. And they have a very sapphic moment of, like, being stubborn at each other, and, like, it doesn't matter if you save a dozen people if, like, I lose you in the process. And it's just, oh, it's so
Drama.
gay. It's so gay and delightful. And Sudoku has this idea that the city is a grid, and if she can get high enough to see the grid, then maybe she can cast a shield over it. But she's also convinced that it will, like, kill her in the process, and she's determined to do it. But Pixel Girl talks her out of it. And
Wow.
then they confess their feelings to each other, and they cuddle under the stars. It's very sweet.
Oh.
Extremely sweet.
That's so cute.
Okay, now, Kanisha,
Yes.
take me through crossword.
Well, I
Because
didn't.
I'm like-
Crossword.
I didn't mean to romance crossword. It just happened that way. But I will do my best. So basically, crossword is like a huge dork and like regularly harasses like the police department because
Amazing?
since he was
No.
Oh, not in an ACAB way?
No.
no.
Oh, bummer.
He's a junior detective. So he like
ew.
goes and makes up
I didn't
little
really like crossword.
Right. He goes and makes up little like delusional mysteries to solve, and they've been entertaining this since he was like a kid, is what I've concluded or deduced from playing. And
funny, that's what they taught him to do.
they taught him the power of deduction. Yes. So you go and you kind of sometimes find things out through solving these mysteries with them. But like when the world ends or like is in the process of ending, there actually is a real conspiracy with the mayor. The mayor is like gone. And you're like, where the fuck is the mayor? Like, this thing goes right to the top, and you find the mayor in like some weird ass bunker. And the mayor's like, why are you here? Why are you here? And then you realize through like talking to the mayor that like everyone in the world, like the world of the game, does not remember like their real names, refers to each other as like father, baby, mother, mayor. And when you're like, you don't remember who, like Pixel Girl is like, who was the previous mayor? And they're like, what? And you're like, there was a mayor before this one. And they were like, I don't know. He's just the mayor. And like Crossword starts freaking out. This Crossword's whole thing is like knowing things and finding things out and da 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 da. But like Crossword's like, I don't remember my name. I don't know. And like the mayor and the henchmen that are with him start just like repeating like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, and like glitching out. And then you like run away. And you and Crossword like save a baby from a burning building and return it to the mother. And the mother is like, I haven't named my baby yet. I was just going to call it baby. And then Crossword's like, what about Sherlock? And she's like, Sherlock? Okay, baby Sherlock, that's beautiful. And you're both like, it doesn't matter like that, you know, we don't remember like who we are, this or that. Like we're still able to help each other. We're still in this world making a difference, and we're together, and that's all that matters. And that is kind of the ending I experienced. And then you solve a puzzle and you're dating. So
that does remind me of a pertinent point that we forgot. We do find out through the course of the game that there are no records further than 5 years. Nobody remembers their names. There's a moment where Pixel Girl asks Crossword what the name of the officer they spoke to was, and he freezes up and he's like, I've known her for like my entire life. Why don't I remember her name? And they just kind of laugh it off. But you're right that all these little things start adding up.
Yeah. It was very interesting because I was like, oh, like like through playing the game and solving the puzzles or whatever, you start to like come up with theories about like what's going on, and it helped a lot. Like I didn't really like Crossword as a romanceable character, but I really liked that I found things out. Like the plot of it all was very helpful. Yeah,
I kind of like that he's a doofus.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Pixel Girl sees him at first as very suave and like very cool. And then you find out that he's actually a huge dork, which obviously he's a huge dork. He has superpowers that have to do with puzzles. Like, no shit.
It's a group of nerds. Like,
Yeah,
to be
like,
so
you're all
clear, nobody
nerds.
in this group is actually like capital C cool, like we're thinking of in like that way.
Exactly.
But
And like,
they're a lovely bunch.
and jokes aside, I think Crossword is not quite as aligned with the police department as we joked. Like, yes, he did go to the junior detective school program, and he stuck with it longer than other kids. But in this world of puzzles, if you are someone who is good at puzzles and there is a place where you can go and solve puzzles, why would you give that up? And like, I get it from his perspective. I get it. Let's hope that he grows into a person who realizes
Some
new
other
things.
stuff.
Yeah. But yeah. And like, the police are actually very forthcoming with him, so it's kind of useful.
That's true.
Because he does.
Yeah, I mean, this is a world where no one knows who they are, so I think like the relationship to cops is different. Yeah, I romanced chess, and I feel like either I was not paying enough attention to the lore, like for the world, or there was just like a little bit less of like the actual overarching plot. So much I felt like So Chess is the de facto, as Kanisha mentioned, the sort of like the de facto leader of the group. And I really enjoyed that Chess's storyline is sort of that like it actually is useful to be a leader and being a leader is a skill. And that like I have a lot of like personal baggage surrounding, do I offer my friend group anything at all? I have no like tangible skills that I can give them. And like now as I am aging, being like, no, the planning that I do for the group is a skill, and like being a person who can gather people together is a skill and is important and all these things. And Chess's storyline was kind of that. Like
Claire, I would also like to say, you don't have to offer anything to your friend.
She's working on that.
I just want to make sure you know that. They like you for who you are, not what you can do.
Okay, let's calm down. Because isn't who I am what I can do? Obviously, of course. Everything about who I am is deeply related to what I can do. I'm in therapy, don't worry. Nobody worry, I'm fine. Anyway, Chess's story was relatable for perhaps obvious reasons now. Because he's like, you know, his skill, and honestly, knowing that Sudoku's skill is what it is now is fucking me up about Chess. Because Chess's skill is people, literally like people movement and people management, and like helping to maximize the space that's in the shelter, and like helping to get people from point A to point B to like to an evacuation zone, and like knowing how to move them. And like, of course he's upset. How devastating is it when you look next to you and your colleague is like, let me just move these giant objects with my superpower, and you're like, oh no, I can just move the like, I totally get the baggage.
Yeah.
And like, I honestly literally like it more now that we're talking about it. Because like in this game, I was like, okay, we're doing it. Like, we're playing. Like, I didn't feel as emotionally invested as I sometimes can. And then now talking about it later, I'm like, wait, I actually really do care about this and Chess's storyline and whatever. And so Pixel Girl and her sort of naive and positive outlook on life is like, honestly, like Frankie just said to me, is like, but people care about you for like lots of reasons. And Chess is like, okay. And,
Sounds
and then
fake,
has like some control issues when it comes to like trying to figure out how to make a young person chess club that he is like a part of run better and work better and all these things. And so over the course of it, you basically help Chess realize that he can offer lots of things to the world, and that they don't have to look like what other people's look like, and that being in a leadership role doesn't make you a villain. It makes you a part of the group, as long as you treat yourself like a part of the group and not like a villain, which I thought was great. And they share an adorable little, they do kiss, and the like final image is very cute because he's, all dressed like a kind of a chess piece with like long blonde hair, which is also very fun because there's like the romance cover picture that you get after you romance chess the first time on like the page when you go back to the title page. Yeah. And it's like shiny rainbow, Pixel Girl, like drama, lean back, whatever. And they're like about to kiss in the photo. It's very cute.
Yeah.
In the photo that they took of these animated characters in the image. And I played through and I got to the end with Chess, and I was like, oh my God, great. I finished the game, whatever. Cause I knew it said up to 4, but I was kind of upset because I was like, there is no plot conclusion if you only romance one person.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, what is going on in this? Like, what is the plot? Like, because there is a giant world-ending plot going on. And I was a little bit like, oh, so I actually do need to romance everyone to save the world.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to give you the full ending, but I will give you this much.
Yeah, I kind of don't want it.
give us a bit for the listeners at home. Yeah. I want to make sure we know if the conclusion is satisfying and that there's like things that are happening.
I think that it's very satisfying. The reason why I wanted to talk about this game, and it was one of my suggestions, is because of the ending. Because you have to romance everyone to get the ending. And that reason is when you have romanced everyone and you move on to the next part, you're back at HQ, Pisha's missing, you play out a scene in which Sudoku, chess, and crossword all believe they're dating Pixel Girl.
Oh.
So
Whoa.
Pixel Girl is getting stressed out, and like Sudoku holds her hand, and then crossword gets a little jealous, and then chess is concerned, and then chess is like, look, I think you all deserve to know. Pixel Girl and I are dating. And that's what sets everything off. Because then everybody's like, but how is that possible? Because she was with me this entire time.
Okay, because there are like weird references to like the time, like time is repeating itself or folding on itself or something. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning of the end. Pixel Girl has a bit of a nervous breakdown, and then she goes off, and then you actually take over as the villain. The villain shows up, and he says, hey, I think we should become allies, because nothing is what you think.
Because he's trying to fix things as well in a different and worse way.
So they think that he's the one throwing objects down from the sky, but the objects are being aimed at him.
Oh.
I had a feeling something like that was going on. I was like, this man is not the villain. Like, this man is a mess.
He sees himself as a villain. And that's why he takes on that persona. But he explains
Let me date him.
Yeah, let us date him, cowards.
He explains it as
He's
the
not ready to
world
date.
sees him as a parasite and that he doesn't belong there.
Relatable.
Oh.
So he is just trying to survive.
I meant for race reasons. Sorry.
Still, I still am sad and upset.
I am sad that you find it relatable, but I understand why you do.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Frankie
wish that
said
were
it better.
not the
I just
case.
made a loud noise.
I wish that were not the case, but I understand that it is, and the world
and
sucks
his name is
because of it.
Virgil.
His name is not Virgil. The reason why I said Virgil is because they start to refer to him as Virgil from Dante's Inferno.
Oh.
Because they use him to lead them through the puzzle tower to get to Pixel Girl. Because they're all very confused, but they decide to work together to find out what's going on.
That's kind of
and because he has the pixel puzzles, we have to play as him so that we can continue being right. And then obviously you don't want to spoil this for us. What I do want to hear though is like, does this game address the concept of polyamory, and if so, how?
They do not.
In a way that we feel okay, great. Because that was the thing. Because I've played, we played Boyfriend Dungeon, so it's like I was like, oh yeah, I'm just dating everybody and it's fine, like whatever. And so
polyamory is always the answer. It's always the answer. Just let me date my boyfriend and my girlfriend.
Yeah, well, and us in Slasher U, it was the same thing. Kanisha was like, oh, I'm dating Juno and everyone.
Yeah, I was like, you're all my partners. Isn't this fun? I'm going to sleep with everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Kanisha, if you say that on the show one more time, it's going to become your catchphrase.
No, I gave you the catchphrase I wanted.
Which was what?
It was in my notes. It was, what did I say last time? I said, I love chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Look, there's the catchphrase you make for yourself and the catchphrase that happens to you.
Yeah, it's true. Same thing with taglines. I don't know about either of you, but I am polyamorous. I have a spouse.
Correct.
I have a partner. Actually, I have a partner in the US, and then I also have a partner here in Derry.
We're worldwide.
Yeah. I was joking with all my partners about like, oh, so my 20-year reunion's coming up. What if I roll up with my whole international polycule and be like, what now, school bullies?
Iconic, really.
Like, I'm hot and I have 4 people who love me. Like, anyway.
Name one of yours.
Yeah, sorry. You name one. But yeah. So I am polyamorous, so I always get like annoyed when I can't be.
Yeah. Well, especially in a game like this where it is necessary that you go through, like, I also wish they would have telegraphed that a little bit more at the beginning of like, because it sounds like there's another act to this game that I did not realize existed. And it's this is apparently a beef I'm developing with certain dating sims, is that I wish in my game experience, like with Hot to Full Boyfriend, we were talking about this too, where it's like you could play a run of this game and that is simply like, and that's great and awesome and fun. And like, it was fun to just romance chess and like go through, but I'm like mad that I didn't know there was a whole other act, because I was like, oh, I guess I'll just come through and like clean up the rest of the romances later. And I'm just like, I was like, oh, a little dissatisfied with the conclusion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, I wish they would have been like act 2, like arrow to the next thing.
Yeah. I think if you take the time to get through the rest of the romances, get to that final part, you will be very surprised with the turn that it takes. Because
I thought they were going to end in a polycule. I really was like, so this game ends with everyone in love.
I thought there was at least a polycule, like one polycule ending, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone through this ending. I really don't think that it resolves in that way. It's more about the experience as a player, if that makes sense.
It does.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say this earlier when you brought it up, because like it sounds like a metagame. There's like a lot of like little metagame hints.
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense, because I'm thinking like if someone's dropping like huge
because you
objects
said
on
it,
you,
I will say it is meta. The ending is
Okay.
very meta.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it, but you already did, so I was like, oh, okay. I feel like it's safe to say.
Yeah.
Let me put on my crossword junior detective hat then.
Yes.
Because what I'm starting to get, I forgot how like I came to this conclusion while playing, but I do think I'm under the impression that like the reference to like how are you dating all of us at the same time as being in one save, that's something. And then like the giant objects falling on top of you is like maybe like a real person dropping like their things, like cleaning and throwing things around, or like being shoved in a bag or something. And
Because
like
the items that fall, it's like a giant pencil, a giant bowling ball. Like it's
You're
not
like in a backpack or something.
yeah.
Not me being so far away from the microphone because I'm confused and upset. So, yeah, I'm like, are we in a backpack? Like,
I think we're either in like the corner of a room, or we're in like the trunk of a car, or like because a bowling ball's
or
big.
both.
Yeah,
A bowling ball is big. I would like to see a person put a bowling ball in their backpack and just carry it.
It's been done. One of my homegirls from my former job is in a bowling league with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's dad. They have fancy bowling ball backpacks and totes. Like,
Interesting.
they're out there.
I just
Not
think
me
of,
well,
like, the
actually,
bowling ball
about
bag.
bowling balls. Yeah, fair.
So we've discussed who we romance. We discussed a little bit character development. It does seem like everybody has every love interest has a story in the first act where there is some character development. It sounds like in the back half there is world development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, did our choices matter? I feel like no.
I agree.
Yeah. Because it's kind of just like you finish the plot or you don't. And you have to solve puzzles.
I think that the answer to did our choices matter is kind of the point of the game.
Oh.
And I think that becomes clear in the ending. Because while Pixel Girl is having her breakdown of like, she can't even remember, why does she have these like coinciding memories of being with Stoku, of being with chess, of being with crossword?
Yeah.
And she can't make sense of them and everything's getting jumbled. They're all asking her questions and you have to answer. And you have to say like, the person I love is, and you pick one, but is what you pick what she says?
Whoa.
Whoa.
So I think the question of do our choices matter is actually kind of the point of the game.
Whoa. Okay, thank you so much for like not fully spoiling, but for spoiling to that point, because I'm like, that is a pivotal decision.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't think this is gonna shock anybody. This like wasn't one of my games. This was a game that I was like, this was fine. Like this was a game.
Yeah.
And I'm like really interested, and like did it hit like when you picked and she either changed or said who you said or said someone else? Like, did you feel emotional satisfaction from the ending as it came, or did you feel like either let down or angry?
I didn't
or,
feel
like-
let down. I felt very interested.
Okay.
Because I think that it does a really good job of translating Pixel Girl's confusion and distress into your own personal confusion and distress. Because the things that you want to communicate, that Pixel Girl wants to communicate, are not coming across. And I think that's true for Pixel Girl in that moment. So I think it does a very good job of putting you in her shoes through that writing. I think it's very well written. I wish it was a different framing. I think that pixel puzzles can drag. Like, I like them, but they're not my favorite puzzle. If this was all logic puzzles, I crushed it.
I almost wanted like a mix of the puzzle types. Like we have all of these
that would have broken it
puzzles
up
in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did feel a little sloggy. And I'm saying that, and I didn't even play the second act. Like, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Like, I like the characters enough that I like wanted to be moving through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt similarly. I mean, for me, it was kind of like soothing to just like know like, oh, I need to play this game for the podcast. And like, it's a really good game to like pick it up and like kind of go brain off. Like I would like, I have ADHD, so I do a lot of like, I'll turn on like my TV and have a movie playing and then have music playing from my phone and then like need a third thing for my brain to truly be on. And so it was really good for like moments like that where I was just like, I just need something to like scratch my brain. But like, that's not really, the story was interesting enough that was like a little dissatisfying for me because I was like, I want it to be more locked in to like what's going on than I am right now.
I think you really need to love pixel puzzles.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Success, what is it? Did we have fun? I feel as though I did not succeed. I'm bummed. I wish I had known. I mean, not I wish I had known. Like, I knew in my heart that I should have played all of them. Yeah. And I was like, I feel fine about pixel puzzles. Like, I don't know. And I wish I would have trusted the game a little bit more. I feel like I was like, all right.
But the game didn't necessarily give you a reason to.
Yeah. When I sat down like to record this today, as evidenced by me being like, please let me grab my Steam Deck, I kind of knew. I was like, this is another like hot to full boyfriend situation where I need to play all the endings to get like a conclusive ending. Or quote unquote conclusive, but like, you know, plot somewhat resolving ending. So I kind of knew that like I was short of success because I knew what success was and I knew like I literally had not gotten there. But I think like there is like a bit of success. What was so soothing to me is that like the little hit of dopamine when I solve a puzzle, no matter how easy, that was like soothing in its own way, especially on like a bad day. Like I just sit down and like do a little puzzle and I'm like, okay, now I can go solve the little problems in my real life. That was like a meditative benefit that I wasn't expecting. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. What I was saying before is not a game that you could just sit and just do in one sitting.
Not a binger, but like a steady drip.
Yeah.
If you're into Picross, like really truly, if you like Picross, get this game. Like if you like Picross and dating sims, it delivers on what it is.
Yeah.
This game
it
is
does what it
made
says
for
on
you.
the tin.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
I will say I did one ending. I am 31 hours in. Like I was like, holy shit. So something to think about.
So like I said, I played it years ago. I think when it first came out, or shortly thereafter. So I had played all the endings, I had seen the final ending, and I like did the entire game. And when we decided that we were going to do this game, I wanted to play it fresh so that way I could re-experience it. But I couldn't figure out a way to delete my save and start over.
Oh.
Like I could replay the puzzles and I could replay the scenes, but I couldn't remember if there was an alternate ending for if you only did one, or like I couldn't remember that part and I wanted to
it sort of just leaves
it.
you there when you finish one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember. And, like, I know I could, like, go find someone who streamed it and just watch theirs, but, like, I didn't want to do that. I don't want their opinions influencing me. I did do that a little bit right before we got on the call, just so I can refresh my memory of what happens.
Yeah.
And
so prepared.
I also, Kanisha, one ending, 32 hours.
Well, but at least it's like most of what you need to do, because by that time, like, you can go back and then just finish the other romance endings.
Well, and also you're signing up. This game is first a Picross game, and second a dating sim. In the sense, it is absolutely doing both. But you gotta want to be doing Picross if you want to play this game. If you're like, I don't feel like doing a puzzle right now, you're gonna be annoyed or frustrated or whatever, because like they are like, here are 7 puzzles and then a little bit of plot, and then you get it interspersed, but you gotta like Picross, and I don't want to like undersell that to anybody, but it is definitely $15 more than worth of pixel puzzles. So if you're into it, this game is more than your money's worth and is like a variety set of these puzzles for sure.
This is Claire's polite way of saying she does not fuck with nonograms.
I do not fuck with nonograms. I'm
valid.
sorry.
Extremely valid.
It made me want to do other puzzles though, which like it got me excited.
I have some puzzle recommendations for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not a puzzle person, and this is airing after Christmas, so I can say this. I'm literally sitting on my desk with 2 different puzzle books for my mom.
Oh, you love Myrtles. Myrtle is so fun.
Myrtle.
So I haven't done any of these things. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I haven't heard of these before. I've never heard of them.
Myrtle
I thought my mom would really like them.
Hang on. It's right behind me because I just finished it recently. This is the...
Oh, amazing.
This is
she gets up and does like...
Curse of the 7 Skulls.
Please.
Yeah, like word searches and stuff every day. So we got her some brain games, large print word searches. But then I was like...
Sweet.
She could do a different... She gets angry at Sudoku for whatever reason. She doesn't like the numbers
Sudoku
ones.
is irritating.
Which, like,
I
found
the
this to be
app.
like Sudoku, where I was like, this is irritating. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair.
Like I said to everyone.
No shade.
This game is well written and is good if you like Picross.
Well, Murdle is like Murdle is basically a nonogram, but just with words, right?
I love words.
Not really. Almost kind of. Murdle is a set of logic puzzles where you are given a murder mystery to solve as Logico, the deductive, not detective. Deductive Logico.
Oh.
And you have a list of clues, and these clues tell you what you can rule out, what you can mark as definitive, and when you mark those things, you get a cross-section of what must be true. For example, if Mrs. Claus had the stuffed penguin, then Ebenezer Rouge could not. Right?
Yes.
Actual names from Merry Myrtle. That's
incredible.
Yeah. That's why I'm playing.
Incredible.
The Merry Myrtle is like an advent calendar. It's 1 puzzle a day leading up to Christmas. So
Wait, that's so cute.
Yeah, so I wake up in the morning and I do a puzzle.
I actually do really like nonograms and related logic puzzles. I went through a phase where I thought I wanted to go to law school. I don't. But I would do these like all the time to like help me like practice logic. And it was just like, it's very soothing. Like, I recommend it to people. The fact that the Myrtles have like plot and stuff is like really fun. So I feel like if you have played this game, or like it sounds like a game you would like, you should also do Myrtles.
Yeah. Myrtle is great.
I'm excited about Myrtle. I think Myrtle is more, I don't know.
I will tell you, if you're new to Myrtle, I will tell you, don't just do all the puzzles at once and then go verify. You actually have to, one at a time, solve it, check the solution, because there's a little plot with the solution.
Cute!
So, but also be mindful that you don't spoil the next solution for yourself. So I have to go into this.
Pro tip for Tammy.
Yeah, pro tip for Tammy. So you have to like cover the next one. The Merry Myrtle was smarter. They put the solution after the puzzle. So that way you finish the puzzle, you turn the page, there's the solution, and there's your little plot. So
I think is a better layout.
That's very nice.
Type of thing.
I think they've gotten smarter about it. But like there's puzzles throughout it as well in addition. There's like ciphers in it.
Oh, nice.
And like additional things that you can solve. The end of this one that I just showed you guys, the Case of the Seven Skulls, has like a chess puzzle at the end of it, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
I also
absolutely
just
not.
Little canonical piece of Claire lore that is funny in this particular context. I fucking hate chess.
Chess sucks. Yeah. Chess and
I have
checkers.
Like
hate them
a lot
both.
of deep lore of like being the only gifted and talented girl in the chess club and being treated badly. And like I'm also not good at chess. Like it's not a skill that I have. It was not something I came to naturally, and I did not enjoy it. The only time I have had to like put a flag up in terms of like X card, red line, something in a D&D game was because the puzzle was chess related and I could not separate the chess relatedness from the combat. Because I was like, I either need to play chess or I need to do combat. I'm actually so sorry. This is my long-term partner, a one-on-one D&D game where I actually was like, we have to stop. I was so mad about chess.
No, same.
And then I was like, who am I going to romance in this game? I guess chess.
So because chess puzzles aren't chess, right?
Right, yeah. All right, let's rate this game. Let's freaking rate it. Spice?
1.
Okay, actually, wait. I'm sorry. Let me host the show. Claire, you're hosting a show. Dear listener, hello, welcome back. I'm in my body once again. Here we are to rate this game. We are rating Pixel Puzzle Makeout League here on the Date With Us podcast. We rate on Spice, we rate on Romance, and those we typically rate out of 10 because those two things are very different. And last but not least, we take a page out of the No Small Games Girlies book and we rate on a scale of ourselves for our overall ratings, which is just to say, if you've listened to the episode and you jive with one of us in particular, think for yourself about whose rating you may align with. We're not trying to go for like an arbitrary rubric or scale. We are going with a more subjective, personal rating system. All right. Spice, 0. 1.
I only say 1 because there is a line. Well, they do kiss, but there's a line where Crossword says, "We were moments away from consummating our relationship." And Chess goes,
"Ayo."
Chess goes, "Consummating?" And Pixel Girl cuts it. It's like kissing. He means kissing.
Please.
So that's why I give it a 1. Mainly because of that.
Fair. And the horn joke.
Yes, the horn, yes.
I guess we can give it a 1. Kanisha?
0.
All right.
Yeah. Spice, right? Yeah, 0.
My girl.
It's fair.
Romance.
I'm
curious from your perspective with the full ending to hear your number first, Frankie. But
I would I think I would give it a 6 for romance. Because the front part of the game is front loaded with romance, but then the back half, romance takes a back seat. Like it's not so much about that.
That's fair.
Which is fascinating because I'm out here like 3 romance. I only played the front half.
Yeah.
But I think also I wonder if because chess isn't the most chess is not a very romantic love interest.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like the romance with Sudoku was really sweet because you have this heart to heart about how you can't sacrifice yourself for the good of everyone because that means that we don't have you and that's not worth it in the end. And I just think that was very romantic. Don't remember anything about Pisha. I have erased it from my mind. I think Crossword can be romantic. He brings Pixel Girl to the museum. I guess maybe I should say
4 or 5. Maybe I'm being a little harsh.
Yeah. Crossword takes Pixel Girl to the museum and you pet puppies together and he's like kind of scared of dogs and you convince him that it's safe. And I think that there are romantic moments.
Yeah.
And I quite like fluffy romances. So for
Yeah.
me, I would say a 6 in regards to romance.
Yeah, I would give it like a 4 or 5. I'll go with 5. Yeah, because I feel like Sudoku, chess, and especially Pisa, like Pisa's so into you for being a weird little alien puzzle, you know? So
She said, "Let me abduct you, babe."
quite literally. So I think there's a lot of like fun to be had and like Twitter pating moments if you're like into the tone of the game and stuff like that, the tone of the writing. So yeah, I would go 5. There's something for everyone, I think, in the available romanceable characters.
Overall ratings.
I will start. I think I would give this game, I think like a 6 or 7. Oh, ew, not the meme. But
We're too old for this, Kanisha.
But
I actually don't know if that's true. Frankie just might. I don't know.
We are
but
too old for
I feel
it.
too old for that.
we're way too old for it.
I don't know what we're
The
talking about.
So let's just move on right by it.
The youth say the number 6, 7 a lot. I don't understand it, but my partner works at a high school. That's what I know. Let's continue.
It's from this. We'll get into it later.
No, we don't need to go. We don't need to go that far.
No, never mind. So, anyways, let's go with 6. Let's go with 6 because I think like when I was playing this game, I was like, it's really complete. Like, there's no issues running it. It's very fun. The puzzles, like, I like the Well, I don't like the music. The music kind of was like driving me insane, but the music is good. I was just like, I don't want to hear it right now when it takes me like 15 minutes to solve this puzzle. But yeah, there are like all these elements of playing it. The UI is really cute. The art is really fun.
And you can change the UI. We forgot to say that. You can unlock different versions. Yeah, different like themes.
Yeah. So it's like it's a complete gaming experience. It's really fun and meditative to play these puzzles. Now, is it a game that I'm going to run to everyone and be like, you should play this game. You should play this game. Or like, yeah, probably not. Because I just don't think like the people in my life, like they'd be like, it's puzzles. But I liked it. I found myself like wanting to pick it up in my downtime and I was like, I don't want to go brain off. But I do just want to like chill out for a second and like do something that itches my brain. And I almost want to say I probably would replay it too because I just like solving puzzles. So, you know, I guess my rating is coming from a place of like, is it a game where like I'm like, you have to play this story. This is life-changing. No, but it's a fun game. And if you're someone who likes like fluffy, silly little stories and like, you know, just chilling out with a puzzle, you would probably enjoy it.
I'm sorry that I'm a hater, so I'm going to go fast. I think if you like Picross and you like romance, you will really like this game. For me personally, I think it's exactly like Kanisha said. It runs, it works, it's beautifully made, it looks beautiful. I love that there are a lot of different songs in it. I love that they kind of fleshed out the music, that they fleshed out the characters. I do like that it is both fluffy, but also has like a lot of heart behind it in the sense that like each person is going through some sort of like actual like internal struggle or external struggle that we like get to help them through. Super curious about the back part from like a video game perspective. Obviously, like it sounds like it's less about the romance, but I am like, what's going on there? So I think having that curiosity means that this one's like sitting at a 5 for me, which is just like, it is a well-made game. It does exactly what it says it does. And it's just not for Claire personally, but it is absolutely a good game that exists in the world.
Yeah.
And if you like literally, if you like this type of puzzle at all, play this game. Like really, truly.
Yeah.
I can't emphasize that enough.
I would be interested in knowing if your ratings change after seeing the ending.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to play. And we'll report back on the show and to you, Frankie, about that. If/when we, I mean, I'm gonna finish it. I'm committing it on the
today.
podcast. I don't know about that. I'm gonna play it much more slowly and see if I enjoy it more. I think is gonna be part of it.
The Frankie rating is going to be an 8 because
hell yeah,
I have seen the ending. I think the ending is very interesting, and I think it has something interesting to say. For me, having something to say is very important. And I think this game does have something to say. I like all the characters except for Pisha. but that's my own baggage, and that's okay.
And none for Pisha.
I honestly didn't hate Pisa that much.
I don't like her. She upsets me, and I don't know why. I think because she reminds me of, like, I don't like full fursuits. They freak me out because I can't see someone's face. And I
also don't like those.
She gives that impression.
But those are her real eyes and lips, Frankie.
But it scares me.
Hey, I want to stand up for the big eyes and lips community and say that it is okay.
Do you think her body feels like flesh?
I don't want to think about it. I would like
or
to.
Or does it feel like plastic?
I was thinking about this, and I was thinking like smooth.
Or does it feel like cardboard
piece?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't,
exactly.
I don't. I generally like nonograms, Picrosses. I generally do. But trying to sit down and do a whole bunch of them at once, it gets very exhausting. So that's why I would take it down a little bit. I do wish there was a little bit more variety. I wish it was more general puzzle, like maybe Pixel Girl trying other puzzles and seeing how she relates to them. That would have been really nice. But again, for me, it was all about the ending. And if you like a game that has a message that makes you think differently about something, then I think this is worth trying.
Amazing. What are we leaving behind in Pixel Puzzle Makeout League?
I don't super understand this part.
So what an amazing prompt. Thank you. So there is this chaotic thing that happens in the television show, The Mindy Project, and may or may not have happened at different points in our own lives and others, where when you really like someone and you want them to call you back, you leave something in their house so that they have to be like, you forgot this or you left this here, and they call you back. So this can be a metaphorical thing. This can be a literal thing. We've left like trinkets and cup holders. We've left like Egg left her consent, her blanket consent in Slasher U because it was so fun. In this game, I would like to leave behind a new character called Murdle.
Yes!
Because I think they're going to call me back. And I think that might be Claire's special Pixel Puzzle Makeout League love interest.
Yes.
So I would like to leave that behind. It's giving final notes.
I'm thinking of Myrtle as like a noir detective with like the hat and a trench. Very hot.
Yes.
Sounds like Gregory Peck. Yes.
Hot mustache. It actually secretly works.
This is the guy.
Oh my God, yeah.
The guy. Wow. Yeah, wait. So we're leaving behind a character called Myrtle who looks like JT Carber, who made Myrtle.
This is my
GT. Excuse me.
This is my official plea to GT Carber to make a Myrtle dating sim for me specifically, please. GT Carber,
absolutely.
get on it. Anyway, continue.
Myrtle romance.
Yes.
What about you guys? I'm offering Myrtle.
That's so good. That would have been my one.
There could be other. I literally picked Myrtle because I was like, I can't think of another puzzle type to put in this game, which tells you how much I was like Brain Age, a character named Brain Age, the last time I did a puzzle on my Nintendo DS.
Okay, I was thinking I might leave behind a character called Madden. And it's like, there's like a football like management game, like a really old version. Yeah, I would leave behind a character called Madden that's like the first ever iteration of a Madden game. And it's like a very sexy jock who plays football. Like tight end. Yes, he's a tight end. That's what I would leave behind. He has a tight end.
I was about to say, I was like, I bet he does.
Are the puzzles like plays then?
Yes. Like X's and O's. Yes. I like football, so that's me.
She's sporty.
Something else I was thinking of is like a giant dome that protects,
that protects City Hall, town,
we
Appalus,
take the dome
it is.
from St. Pigeons. We take the dome from St. Pigeonations.
And we put it over City Hall Obelisk. Yes.
Slamming Hato Full Boyfriend and Pixel Puzzle Makeout League together.
Mm-hmm.
To
that
save
sounds
everyone.
horrible, but yeah.
I honestly don't know what I would leave behind. I'm like looking around my office, like trying.
Can
to
I
think
make a
of something.
pitch, Frankie? And
Yes,
if you don't
please.
like it, you can. I think you should leave behind a couple complete puzzle books, and then you'll have suitors knocking down your door.
Oh, yes. I would leave behind my completed set of Murdle to show what a keen mind that I have. Because I have conquered every single Murdle book. Actually, I have a friend at my local bookstore, which is Waterstones. I say friend, I guess we're friends. I don't know. He works at the bookstore, and my first year living in town, I made a bunch of like little gifts for all the retail people that I interact with day to day. Because
lovely.
When you're new and you don't know anyone, the people who become kind of like your anchor points are the people you see every day. They're the people in the shops that you go to all the time. So I made like a bunch of bookmarks. I made like cup cozies.
That's so sweet.
And I just gave them out. And this guy at Waterstones was like, oh, I can't fucking have that. And he bought me a book. He was like, you can't give me a gift, because then I have to give you a gift. And like, did it again the next year. This year, he saw me in the store and gave me my gift already. And I was like, I haven't even given you anything yet. And now I'm angry, and I have to make him something like extra good. And I was like,
I think you are friends.
I think we are friends. I don't know, because we only talk like when we see each other while he's working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. And he seems like he's one of those people that like seems like a grumpy person, but if he decides like, nah, you're cool, then you see that he's not really grumpy. He just probably doesn't like the general public.
I love a tsundere. Just someone who like melts for you. It's just like, yep.
I love grumpy sunshine.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, Frankie.
Yes.
Tell the people where to find you. Tell us about, is there anything you want to throw? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for picking the game.
Me.
Thank you for your time. You're a delight to talk to, so this is super fun. And thank you to Rude Ghost for the keys.
Thank you again. And I'm sorry. I really feel bad, like, because I want us to have, I might cut all of this, but I want us to have like, I'm like, I need to have integrity when I talk about games. And so I feel really bad that what I learned is, I was like, yay, we're going to play a Picross game. I don't know anything about Picross. And what I learned is, that's okay.
Yeah. That is absolutely okay.
But it's,
we're here, what we're doing here is learning about ourselves.
Ghost. Yeah. It's so well made. It's so fun. It's like, it's a great game.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you can change the UI. I'm still thinking about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's very nice. I do like that.
Where can the people find you, Frankie?
You can find me all over the internet. My username is @FrankieBWrites on pretty much everything. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm all over the place. My website is frankiebwrites.com. If you were interested in hiring me for voiceover activities, for podcasting, for crocheting, for knitting, what have you, for editing, because I also do proofreading and editing, you can hire me on my website, frankiebwrites.com.
Wow.
I am the co-host of Reignite. You can find Reignite on the Certain Point of View network. Yes.
Yay!
That's everything.
Let's do this again sometime. Date With Us is produced and co-hosted by Claire and Kanisha.
Claire does the editing, and the intro music Glimmer was composed for the show by Jason Duran.
Find us on Instagram and Blue Sky as Date With Us Podcast.
And don't forget to share, rate, or review the show.
Tell your crush about us.
We dare you!